Happy guinea pig!
At Home with Tom and Rhonda Howard, YouTube channel Signature Dish.
Hi, I'm Alyne. Welcome to my kitchen. And today I'm doing my first signature dish for the year 2024.
Duh!
And who is it for, you ask? Well, it is for a very wonderful couple.
Duh!
They are so sweet. And though we've never met them in person, we have watched their videos. We've been in their live streams, and they've come into our live streams. And that wonderful couple is none other than At Home with Tom and Rhonda Howard. And Tom and Rhonda are both nurses. They work and live in Texas, right outside Dallas. And they own a little 2-acre homestead.
Made it nice.
Oh yeah, it's really nice. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they met when they were working as nurses, traveling nurses in Alaska. And you learn a lot about them. But on their homestead, farmstead, whatever you want to call it, they have horses. They've had ducks and chickens, and at one time they had turkeys. And there's no telling what you'll see on there.
And don't forget Tommy Topper.
Yeah, and Tom has a side gig called Tommy Topper where he does voiceovers. And, it's really hard to come up with something for someone who, in their own right, are excellent cooks. And I got to thinking, this is a couple, they work long hours, very long hours as nurses.
Oh, yeah.
And I wanted to do something because, to me, they are comfortable. And when I say that they are comfortable, to me that means that they are people that you can be comfortable around. Yeah. They exude that comfort from within themselves. And
they'd be like Joe and Ginger. You just...
Yeah, you feel that comfort. And I can feel that comfort when I watch them on screen. So, what I have decided to fix for At Home with Tom and Rhonda Howard, I'm calling it At Home Crockpot Beef and Broccoli with Rice. Now, the only thing I don't have here on my table is my rice, and I will actually put that out, and I'll tell you how much I'm going to cook of that. What I have now is the stuff that's going to be for the beef and broccoli itself. Here I have about a 2 to 2.5 pound beef roast. Okay, I have one 8-ounce can of tomato sauce, an 8-ounce can of sliced mushrooms drained. You can use fresh mushrooms, it's up to you. This is what I had on hand at this time. I have here a teaspoon of garlic powder, a tablespoon of minced onion, about a quarter to a half teaspoon of black pepper. It's to taste, or whatever you want to use. 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. I have here a quarter of a cup of soy sauce. And here I have 2 cups of beef bouillon. This can be beef broth, beef stock. I didn't have beef broth or beef stock, and I had beef bouillon, so that's what I'm using. But any of the 3 will work. If you use beef stock or beef broth, make sure you use the ones that have the salt in them and not the low sodium. And here I have about 2 cups of broccoli florets. Now mine are frozen. You can use fresh. These will be thawed by the time I get them put into the crock pot. So I'm going to set these off to the side now. And before I get started, excuse me, my eye is itching.
They can't see that no how, so...
Before I get started on the beef and putting it in there, I'm going to mix my liquids here together. Okay. I'm going to pour my soy sauce in here. And if you're using full flavored soy sauce, you do not need the salt along with the bouillon, because bouillon and soy sauce are both salty. Here I have the Worcestershire sauce going in. I'll set that off to the side here. And here I'm going to put the tomato sauce in. I'm just mixing all my liquids together. I know you can just dump and pour in the crock pot, but for me, having it already mixed together, as I pour it over. It means the flavors are already married together and they're getting a jump start in that crock pot. All right, just piggy that can.
Give it.
Drop there. Get it. Now I'm going to add my garlic powder and my black pepper and my minced onions. And anybody that knows me cooking will notice that there is one seasoning I did not use today. And that is the piggy's the rub. Now, yes, I still do use it, and it would be good on this, don't get me wrong, but I'm going for basic comfort food here. And even though piggy's the rub would fall into that on seasoning, I decided not to use it this time. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I got my crock for my crock pot right here. And I'm fixing to open up my beef roast. And yes, I am pouring all those juices from the roast back into there. Because y'all, that's just flavor added.
I'll get that in just a second.
Okay, right there for you. Alright. I got my fork here. I'm not poking the roast, y'all. I'm just sliding it around in there to make it centered.
That's better than poking the bear.
Yeah. Okay. That. I might need that to get these mushrooms. I'm going to put the mushrooms on top of the roast. Okay. I think I got all the mushrooms. This one. Got all the mushrooms out. I'll get that to piggy. Now I'm going to take my liquid mixture. I'm going to pour it all over this. And yes, that's going to be a lot of liquid, but that liquid is going to be put into a stir and cooked down more than likely. Depends on if it, because I know it's not going to cook down in the crock pot. That's one thing I've learned. You know, you add liquid. That's the only time you have to add liquid to a crock pot is if you're cooking dry beans. You have to make sure you put a lot of liquid in there, or you have to add water. But, okay. Got some of that onion on there.
Know that.
Yeah, excuse me. I was just use that too. Alright, so this is what it looks like in the crock pot.
Da 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 da.
And I'm going to put this, put the crock back into the pot, and I'm going to cook this for 4 hours on high. If I had put it in earlier today, I would have put it on for 8 hours, 6 to 8 hours on low. Okay, now what I plan on doing with the broccoli, about 30 minutes to an hour before this gets done, I will put the broccoli in there.
Broccoli. Broccoli.
The broccoli? Okay, we're going to put the broccoli in there and let it finish cooking for the last 30, 45 minutes to an hour. And that way everything will be done. And once this gets done, I will come back and we'll tell you what we're going to do with the rice. Now the rice, I will tell you I'm going to be using 1 cup of rice, 2 cups of water when I fix my rice. And I will probably start cooking my rice when I put, or about the 30-minute mark before it gets done. So that's probably when I put my broccoli in, is at the 30-minute mark. Because I will cook my rice. It'll take 20 to 25 minutes for the rice to cook. But by the time I prep my rice to get it to cook, it'll be about that time. And when I say prep my rice, I take and I wash my rice. I'll take my cup of rice and I'll put it into a sieve.
It's got to have a bath.
Yeah, and wash it off really good. And then I'll put it into my large saucepan and add my liquid to it, which will be 2 cups of water. And then again, I will cover it with the lid and I will cook it on medium low to medium heat for about 20 to 25 minutes or until all the liquid is absorbed and the rice is fluffy. Okay, so that's what I plan on doing. So once we get ready to add, we may come back when we get ready to add the broccoli. We may come back when it's done. I'm not yet sure. It depends on what I'm doing at the time. So we will see you whether we're getting ready to set everything up to eat, or I will see you when we get ready to add the broccoli. Either way,
For y'all, it'll just be a snap of the finger.
Yeah, like. Hi, this is the beef and broccoli over rice. This is the gravy that come off of the top of it.
Oh, now, look at that stuff, folks.
Now, I did take some of the liquid out once it got through cooking, and I put it in a stir or a saucepan, whatever you want to call it, and I added a little bit of cornstarch and water slurry to it to thicken it up, and then I added it back to the crock pot, and it gave me this nice, rich-looking gravy. You see it's a little on the thicker side, which that's good because it's not as thick as it was in the saucepan, but it's thicker than it was when we first cooked it. And the rice, like I told you, it did not take but maybe about 15 to 16 minutes for the rice to cook.
Which y'all can't really see the rice
You'll see the rice here in just a minute. I took the roast out and I cooked it, cut it. And we have some of the broccoli there, some of the mushrooms. And everything's sitting on top of that bed of rice.
And folks, my tummy has been hollering at me for about the last couple of hours. Waiting on this.
It started smelling good, and I cooked it right at, I want to say, well, right at 4 hours on high. I added the broccoli at about the 3 hour and 20 minute mark. And that's all I've been hearing from the kitty cats, y'all. That they want some. They want
some. She was telling me she caught the old woman a little bit up on the counter next to the crock pot. Her head kind of up over it, just kind of moving around and swaying like she was mesmerized, sniffing it.
I got her down off of there too.
Yeah. Good thing the lid was on it.
Oh yeah.
She might have tried daring the heat to get it.
Got that there. I'm gonna take a little bit of this gravy.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Put a little bit of that over that rice. Put a little bit over the meat.
Gravy makes the piggy crazy.
Piggy loves gravy. Stick that there, and I'll get Piggy his fork right there. And I'm gonna. Now y'all remember this is for Tom and Rhonda Howard for the YouTube channel At Home with Tom and Rhonda. And please go check them out if you haven't already. I think most everybody I know personally on here already know who they are. Tom and Rhonda are wonderful peeps. And such a great channel. Go here. That rice with that gravy is amazing, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Neat. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
That's so good. Mm. Oh yeah, so good.
Mm-hmm. We get done, I'm gonna take mine in here and watch twos while I eat this stuff.
Yeah, I hope y'all like this, Tom, Rhonda. I hope this is something that y'all would eat. I tried, like I said, try to do something that would be a comfort food and something that y'all could put on to cook before you go to work. Basically, set it and forget it and have dinner ready within 25-30 minutes of y'all coming home. That way you wouldn't have to worry about doing a whole lot of cooking
Right.
On a busy day where you've been at the hospital all day. And this could be just a comfort food meal on a really cold day. Let it sit and cook in the crock pot for a good 8 hours. And then, we'll say 7.5 hours, then add your broccoli and then let it finish cooking for another 30, 45 minutes. And then fix you some rice while that's finishing up. And you'll have a great and awesome meal. So thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Stay warm, stay safe. Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Where am I going?